Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Nur Farahin Syafiqah binti Johari. I am from SR656-NA. So, to my lecturer, Sir Muhammad Faizal, thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my research topic, the relationship between leisure activities and mental health disorder among UiTM Jengka student. So this is the outline for our today presentation. We consist of three chapters. Chapter 1 for the introduction, Chapter 2 for the literature review, and Chapter 3 for the methodology. So we will go one by one. So, in this background of study consists of two issues, which are the global issue and the local issue. As we can see, the statistic in this slide from WHO, World Health Organization, show the increases case in global population with mental health disorder due to the pandemic COVID-19. It's related to the global issue that mental health cases continues to worsen. While in Malaysia, it shows that students face the academic pressure, cultural expectation, and mental health challenges in study. Next, in this problem study, according to the Aslan 2024, Malaysia reached high prevalence of depression, which is up to the 31%, the anxiety up to the 60%, and stress up to the 26%. Actually, when the students got these three mental health disorder, they can lead to the poor performance in their studies and at personal life. So it will be diverse challenge which hinder them from engaging in leisure activities. So the purpose of the study is actually the study aims to explore how leisure activities affects mental health disorder, especially in stress, anxiety, depression among UiTM Jengka students. So we move to the part of research question and research objective. So despite it's very important in this research because the research question must align with the research objective. So in this research objective, we have to determine the four types of activities uh, among the student UiTM Jengka. Next, to examine the mental health condition experienced by students at UiTM Jengka. And lastly, to investigate the significant relationship between leisure activities toward mental health disorder among UiTM Jengka students. So this is the hypothesis for this research. So we have the H null and we have H1. So number one is the H null, which is there's no significant. And for the number two, number three, and four is the H1, which is there is a significant during the hypothesis. Next slide is about the significance of study. The outcome of the study will be very important to the Ministry of Health Malaysia, which is the KKM, due to the growing concern of mental health among students in the present intense academic setting. Next, for the improved understanding the rules of leisure activity enhancing the mental well-being of UiTM Jengkers. And lastly, it aligns with the countries that wants to pursue the SDG 3. Now we move to the part of delimitation and limitation. Okay, for the limitation, the study only focus on UiTM Jengka student and avoided any student from any university. Then the study will categorize leisure activities into specific type, which is for types, which is indoor, outdoor, cultural, and also the rest. And this research only focus on anxiety, depression, and stress rather than all. So for the limitation, since this is the self-collected data, maybe they might not always be honest. For the second limitation is the timing of data collection is also a factor, and lastly the sample may be limited in size, probability affecting. So next is the operational terms. We have three terms in this slide, which is the leisure activities, mental health disorder, and cultural activities. So leisure activities is when individual engage during their free times for enjoyment and relaxation. For the mental health disorder, it encompasses the psychological condition characterized by significant alteration, which is it impact daily functioning. And for the And for the last term is the cultural activities, which is these activities give the best benefit towards the people who join in them. Next, we move to the chapter 2, which is the literature review. Okay, in this chapter 2, we consist of two concepts, which is the concept of leisure activities and the concept of mental health disorder. So in the concept of leisure activity, we only have four, which is the outdoor activities, indoor activities, cultural and entertainment activities, and rest. And lastly, for the concept of mental health disorder, we only conceive three, which is the depressed, stress, and anxiety. Next is the conceptual framework. So we have four independent variables in this study, which is the outdoor activities, indoor activities, cultural and entertainment activities, and rest. And only one dependent variable, which is the mental health disorder. Next, we move to the chapter 3, which is the research design. We will use the quantitative method since it aims at collecting numerical data to assess the relationship between the variables and the test the relation for their significance. And secondly, we use the survey questionnaire. We will use using the Google form with dual language, which is the Malay and English. Next, for the population, according to the Pejabat Transformasi UiTM 2024, we got the 6,116 of students in UiTM Jengke. Next, for the sample, we will using the Green's formulas 1991 to ensure the reliability. And lastly, for the samplings, we targets to the sample random samplings. The most target students is the student who active during the leisure activities. Next, we go to the part of instrumentation. Okay, in this part, we consist of three sections. Firstly is the section A, demographic. In demographic, we have four items, which is the age, gender, year of study, and current enrollment level. In this section, we will use the normal scale. And for the section B and section C, we will use the 5-point Likert. And section B consists of the independent variable, which is the outdoor activities, indoor activities, cultural and entertainment activities, and rest. And for the section C is dependent variable, which is the mental health disorder that have the anxiety, depression, and stress. Now we move to the data collection procedure. Okay, so in this data collection procedure, which is the Gantt chart offers a detailed outline from the beginning until the end. Actually, Gantt charts offer a detailed outline of the data gathering and analyze methodologies for a research project scheduled from the October 2024 until the June 2025. So in this Gantt chart, we have the project introduction, which is the consultation with lecturer, problem statement, research objective and research question. Next, for review literature work is consists of finding and consultation, and for the methodology, research design, instrument, uh, population and sampling, pilot study, and data analysis. Next, for the questionnaire, we have create and how distribute the questionnaire and collect the respondents. And lastly, for the finding, we have the analyze finding, consultation and discussion with our lecturers. And lastly, for the June 2025 is we have the presentation and the submission of this project. Last but not least is the data analysis. So data analysis for this study will be collected and analyzed by using the statistical package for social science, which is the SPSS 23, to ensure the accuracy and reliability. So in this research, the demographic overview, we will using the method of the descriptive statistics. For the RQ1, we will using the descriptive statistic. And for the RQ2, also the descriptive statistics, and lastly for the RQ3, which is there any significant relationship between leisure activities towards mental health disorder among UiTM2 students. We will use the analysis methods of the inferential statistics, which is the multiple regression analysis. Lastly, this is my appendix for the research questionnaire. So that's all from my presentation today. So bye. Assalamualaikum.